Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my video. I'm just gonna do a little video on the AC system. I have a leak. I know there's a leak somewhere. So if you guys ever try to find a leak in the AC system, it's really kind of, sometimes, a lot of times, like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's kind of difficult sometimes. But I did a review on this. This is made by FJC. R134a stop leak. It's got a visual red dye, this is my go-to essentially for detecting leaks and stuff like that. And found a leak in the you guys can see, you know, you want to find where it's leaking from and whether it's bubbling up. And I can see that it's bubbling up. I can see that it's bubbling up. Let me see if I could actually get a better picture. You can see there's like bubbles coming out of it. I know it's like a really small leak. I fixed this up over the summer. I definitely changed the valve, the core valve. And you know, it was working fine, and then it started leaking again. I don't know what the deal is, but as you guys can see, it's still bubbling up. I took this off. I took this off. I took this off like about 6 minutes ago, and you can see where where it's bubbling up. And originally I thought it was this line right here. What is it? This is the high line. I thought it was the high line, but it's still the low line that's having issues. And I know it's having issues because it's bubbling up. I can actually see the red dye bubbling up. Now, if I actually had the IV dye, I don't think I'd be able to see it that well. I've used the IV dye before, and it has never actually worked out that well for me. It's never worked out that well for a lot of people. Now, if this valve was bad, I would be seeing, obviously, I would be seeing the red dye and bubbling up on that end, or some red dye. But I don't see actually the red dye on this end, so I know it's not the high line that's the problem. But I don't know what the deal with this is. I actually changed the core valve. Maybe, you know, I did tighten it up pretty good. I'm probably gonna have to tighten it up again. But I guess this is a review. This is not gonna be a review for this FJC product, visual red dye. I actually saw this. I saw this once at an AutoZone or something like that, and I bought it once and haven't seen it since in AutoZone or Advanced Auto. I had to go on eBay, Amazon to actually buy it. And this is just what I'm going with at this point, because I'm not actually going to use the red dye anymore. You guys can see it's still bubbling up, right? The red dye. It's still bubbling up. See? You can see it bubbling up. So that's where the air is leaking from. Technically, I guess I could pressurize it with some R134a and then use soap and see if that actually, and use soap. But I guess I could do that, but I'd be wasting a can of 134a, maybe. I don't know. But either I'm gonna try to tighten this or change up the valve again, which is really a pain in the butt at this point. But that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. There's a really small leak. You can tell there's a small leak because it's changing up. You can see bubbles. It's bubbling up. Anyway, I'm gonna put a link to this if you guys want to pick this up. They go for about 12 bucks or whatever. And this is what I use. I don't know why they don't sell it at AutoZone. I don't know if I don't think it clogs up the system, to be honest with you. But I don't know that for a fact. But that's what I use. So anyway, if you guys have your own personal experience with this, definitely leave a comment in the comment section. Please subscribe and all that good stuff. Alright guys, take care.